All right, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with three S's. I'm your host. Hold on, host Michelle here, taking over the podcast because it's Halloween, and I also have with me Jay West. How you doing, Jay West?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for having me back. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy
Michelle.
Halloween. Michelle wasn't here the last time you were here, right? Or I
Nah, I never
wasn't?
got to meet her. But we
Well,
always
now,
align. We always like, on the same page.
well, maybe I'll remove the mask though. It's really me. Oh. But I do have another costume. So just hold on. Talk for a second,
All
please, Jay
right. All
West.
right. Welcome everybody. I am Jay West, Wild West, whoever you guys want to call me. I am him. But I'm here, man. It's happy Halloween. She asked me to hop on today. I love the challenge. I love to talk game with you guys. And I'm gonna break down the episode. I'm gonna be all over the place. For one, I just love to give pushback. So I'm here to give some pushback. But I'm loving this season. Who you guys cheering for? Put in the comments. Nice Mario hat. Thank you. I got it in Disney World in LA last year. I got Luigi. I actually wore Luigi's hat last year. So got them both. And I need a haircut. So I figured, you know what? Let me put a hat on.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Don't play with a girl's heart. She only has one. Play with her boobs. She's got two. Don't be a pussy. Eat one. Monday, tongue day, Tuesday, wet day, Thursday, sex day. Every day is natural orgasm day. Are you coming? Monday, tongue day. Okay, that's it. Do you know who I am?
No, I
What?
thought you were trying to be Turbo in the beginning, and then you started
I
singing
am
it.
Turbo.
Ah! Yes, I
You've
never
not
heard
seen
that
his
song.
song?
No, no, that's so funny.
Anyways, this is Turbo's
That's so
song.
funny. You
Do I
should have
need to
just said,
play the song for you?
yeah, you should have just said, I think, pussy chicken or something like that.
Pussy Chicken, I want you to get the song.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I was doing this blindly, so I can't even see that I'm not even have this on really well.
It's not like, wait.
Okay.
That's so funny. And
I was
you need the sunglasses.
I know, but I can't see you at the one. Okay, this is better. Hold on.
Wow, this is so weird. We gonna keep the whole mask and the hat on the whole episode?
maybe just like this.
Everybody, put the main screen on you.
Okay. Actually, I can't see how to do it. Okay. Yo, pussy chicken level 3. Don't. What did he say to Sydney today? He's like, if you're sad, think about Turbo.
Think about Turbo. Turbo therapy.
But now I can't believe that you've never seen the video.
No, I've never
Turbo's
seen it.
video.
It's
Do we need to play it for you? Whoops. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, maybe I'll play it for you.
maybe you should, because the words that you were just saying were hilarious. I'm like, it's
People in
like
the audience knew who I was.
I knew it was Turbo because, like, obviously we're in the challenge.
Oh my god.
People
People knew what was going on.
we all on the same page here.
Okay, hold on. Let me find this for you, just so you can understand what this was all about.
And maybe I should have put on my challenge T-shirt.
I don't have one, but okay, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna just fast forward it a little bit so you can just get right in.
I actually love the mustache costumes ones.
I was trying to figure out what to wear tonight, so maybe I'll just wear this.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Don't be a pussy. Eat one. If you don't eat,
Okay, I'm just gonna pause it for a second just so I don't want a stupid copyright strike. So I'm just gonna, rip for 1 second as Turbo.
That's terrible. All right, that looked like a recent video.
It was from like within the last year.
That's pretty.
Okay, you see the vision? You see the vision?
I see
Wait, I
it.
can't do this. The vision. We're here.
Monday, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, freak day, sex day. Every day is notional orgasm day. Are you coming?
I wasn't making up these words.
Yeah, I thought you were making up some of the words.
I can't believe you've never seen the video.
I'm glad this is the first, because this probably would be the last. I swear.
See, people love it. People love it.
Yes, play it. Every day is.
Every day is. Please stop torturing me with this song. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna play one last little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Monday, Sunday, Wednesday,
Oh, why is it frozen? Hold on. Let me get the beginning for you.
Has only one. Play with her boobs. She has two. Don't be a pussy.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's a catchy song.
It's not. It's not. It really isn't.
It's not a catchy song?
It's catchy, yes, because we're gonna be joking the whole time by saying it. But I can't say that out loud all the time in front of people. Oh, that's so funny.
It feels like a Eurovision reject song. I think it's gonna be a Eurovision winning song. Okay, it'll be a winner.
Oh man.
Okay. Enough with the joke. Thank you for being a good sport. I don't know if I could wear this the whole time.
Yeah, I probably will take my hat off as well, even though I
too
said
hot.
it.
It's too hot, but for the bit, anything for the bit.
Right, it's Halloween, guys.
Halloween, happy Halloween, everybody. Wait, this is a heated debate. Is Turbo's song better or worse than Save the Palace, Save the Palace? Alien's out. Alien sucks. But Save the Palace, you remember Save the Palace? Jay West.
Safety Palace.
Save the Palace, Save the Palace.
I don't know any of his songs. I didn't know he was.
That's not Turbo's song. That's from All Stars 2.
Oh
with
yeah,
Jeremiah
with Jeremiah.
Nehemiah, sorry.
It was Nehemiah,
Tech and Letarian.
Yeah, that's
and Melinda.
I think any reality show that try to start a song is not great. I don't want to say they're all terrible, because I do think if we were going to another show where we can talk about Survivor with was Tevin and Soda, they had a good catchy jingle, but I don't remember it at this point.
People are happy that you're back, though. Happy Halloween,
thank
everybody.
You.
I mean, okay, I was worried for this episode because people were like saying that that Matthew was going to be mad, and I was like, like something like a big twist happened. But I actually think it was a good episode, all in all. Don't necessarily love the outcome, but I do think that it was a solid episode. What do you think in general?
I enjoyed the episode. Seriously, thankful to be here. Thank you for having me for this episode as well. But yeah, I loved it. For one, Theo, he came in hot after the last episode. You know me, I love some trash talk, and he came in talking trash. Like, don't bring in the workers to take out the bosses. I'm like, let's go. So Theo, I think this was his episode. If I'm just gonna call it early, I'm just saying, me personally, I'm thinking Theo owned this episode, even though a lot of people had their shining moment, but everything played in his favor from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had a strong episode. I don't like, obviously, all the things that he did, but he came back into the house with Adrienne. How do you feel about Adrienne, though? So, like, I can get behind Theo and his smack talk, but how do you feel about Adrienne being new to the challenge and having the same amount of vibrato that Theo has?
I think it's just because she's partners with Theo. Like, you could tell she is an outspoken person because she had a back and forth with the dude Leo before in the beginning of the season. And when she was partnered with CT in the beginning of the season, she was pretty vocal as well. But it wasn't like a bad way. But I do like Adrienne. I do think she's just tired, just like Theo, of going into the elimination every time. So she's probably like, I hear what you're saying, Theo. She understands, and she like probably thinks she has a better end to say to other players like, hey, you vote with us, then maybe. But honestly, I like their stance because they're the underdogs from this episode.
Yeah, I get them being the underdogs, but I guess she just really annoys me. I don't know what it is.
She is annoying, but I'm trying to look at it from like all the perspectives.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why she's annoying. I would probably act like her as well. If I was always being thrown in, if I'm on the opposite side of like the main numbers, like I probably would be acting the same way that she would be too. I guess it just irritates me.
I think
because it's the first season, probably.
I think Aneesa is more annoying than she is this season.
I mean, fair. Dabu says Adrienne and Aneesa are so annoying. I found myself rooting against Theo and Olivia, who I actually like. I like Theo. Olivia, I'm okay on. Olivia kind of still bothers me from. Did you ever watch her season of Love Island?
I don't watch Love Island. Yeah, I never watched Love Island.
So like I didn't love her on her season of Love Island. And so I've been kind of hot and cold on her. I didn't like how she did Nerys dirty a little bit, but then like she was really strong with the Horacio that so I'm kind of up and down with Olivia. And so like I like them though more than I like Adrienne and Aneesa. So yeah, there's that. But like I just don't want Aneesa and Adrienne to win. And so that's kind of me voting against Theo and Olivia at the same time, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, it's like a game where you have to pick two evils.
Yeah, the lesser of two evils for sure.
The lesser of two evils, yeah.
Icona says if Theo is becoming a low-key chaos strategist, he may not be good with math or puzzles, but the brain is working somewhere. Yeah, the brain is working somewhere. He's not actually as bad as Olivia is at math. Like he just made an error. Like I think so. When he was doing the calculation, he made it a round number to make it easy to do the multiplication or the addition, whatever it was. And he just needs to go back down one number. I think it was. Is like
he had to go up, but he was going down.
Whatever it was. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it was very easy, the mistake that he made, because he was just trying to simplify it for him to be able to do it more quickly. So anyways, like he's not actually dumb at math, it seems. Like,
and he's okay with puzzles because he just beat Leroy in that spinning puzzle last episode.
Wasn't it Adrienne though that did that one?
Well, they both did it. Like they both did one in piece at least.
Oh, I thought that she came around and finished up his puzzle.
She did.
Yes, Joanne here says that Theo has been fighting for his life, making great TV while doing so. Yeah, he's making great TV. We need two sides no matter what if you want a good season. So as much as like, the opposition irritates me, we need the opposition if we want to have a good episode, a good season. So Theo is doing the work that he needs to do in order for this season to be good. And so thanks, Theo. Like at least like if he's being thrown in, like be entertaining about it. There's some people that just might just be annoying.
Yeah, it's like players like, I don't want to say it, but like Horacio, he get thrown in every time and he's okay with going thrown in. He's okay with getting thrown in the elimination and he just beat the people and he don't even fight back. He don't even fight to argue back. Certain players in the challenge, they know they're going in and they're okay with going in and they just lose. Theo, he was hurt, a couple of times this season. He still went in. He's still competing. So, I don't think he's going to win this season, but he's doing a great job, giving us good TV.
Yeah, he's definitely is. So, of course, he does not want Sydney and Turbo to be in the final. He's remembering the fact that he lost the Worlds 1. Again, he came in second against Turbo, so he knows that he's going to be a formidable opponent once he gets to the final. And a lot of this episode was about the numbers. Right now, the Upstairs Alliance, the Big Alliance, has 5 pairs, and they only have 3 of them. So basically, they can't win or lose, or they have no voting power. And so this is something that Theo is he's talking about. He's thinking about which Is this showing him being a strategist? Like he could juggle some numbers here.
Yeah, I mean, I love him thinking like this. Seriously, I mean, it showed a different side of Theo. You know that he is funny at times, so you never can take him too like serious. But this episode, he's showing that he's a competitor. He's ready to like stay in the game and use the numbers, use the people, just like everyone else in the house. They're like playing the game, and he did it flawlessly. Not flawlessly. Obviously, it's like I'm not standing Theo, but I'm just saying like everything everything happened the way he said it was going to happen. I know though, like most of the time, the confessionals, you have to say the confessionals after the fact, but still, like,
what do you think about the prophecy?
the prophecy is so funny because, like, that you talk about when he called from home, the one he
No,
taped.
yeah. That he got he spoke to a psychic before he came onto the season, and the psychic said that he is going to go into 3 eliminations and he will make it to the final.
Honestly, look, like I said, if they have the community target as Theo to go into eliminations, it's a high possibility that Theo can beat anyone in a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-2 eliminations. They're battle tested and they're comfortable in eliminations. But if they take him to the end and just be the layup team with all the strong teams, he can go to the finals and lose this season. You know what I'm saying? But it's just who is the person that take him out? You have to send him against someone like Olivia, where he'd be like, you know what, I don't even want to go that hard. Exactly.
Why haven't they done that? Is it because of Will? Has Will protected Olivia?
Yeah, yes, because Will is partners with Olivia, and everyone liking Will and Naughty, and I think that Will's a dickhead. Seriously, I hate Will, but
You
because
hate Will.
not I don't hate him, but he's just terrible. Like with his patience, I like I'm someone that plays sports my whole life, and I know I can be an asshole in these games. For the people that don't know, I'm an asshole in these games. But
Yeah,
I
you'd
I
probably
understand.
piss me fucking off. Like, when you
But that's the thing. Like if I know I'm getting you mad, I'm just gonna keep poking.
I know you would.
Yes. No, but all seriousness though, like Theo, I mean the Will, he's just mad that Olivia is trying. She's trying. That's what you want. Like it's not like she's not going hard. She's going hard. And even I've heard, I don't know how true this is, but I heard that she even is pregnant this season and no one even know. It's like, bro, calm down. She's doing great.
Yeah. Luciana is rooting for the psychic to be wrong. I want Nani to win. I know. I want the psychic to be wrong too. But like, it didn't say that he wins. It just says that
He goes to the
the
finals.
psychic said that he gets to the finals. So that still leaves room for Nani to get to a final and to potentially win or at least beat him. So it's not over. It's not over for Nani.
Do you think the finals will be like individual after a certain time? Like you think they're going to stay in the team format and then like say you and I are on teams like because we're opposite sex and now you make it and you win and I've like how like now it's 4 versus 4 girls and guys all over again. The teams broke up. You get what I'm saying? Or you think they're
They
going to stay in
might
this?
they might break them up so that they have a time differentiation. And so, or like you know how in I think it was Final Reckoning, how Ashley had the opportunity because she did better in certain solo areas. Her time was better than Hunter's. And so I feel like they might have like a share or steal twist at the end.
Okay.
Just because it's kind of like, a rival, not a rivals, but like, they had to work together with people that they didn't necessarily want to. So I don't know. I feel like they might have that kind of twist at the end. What do you think?
Yeah, only reason I thought that today because I was just thinking back about this whole season, and in this season, it wasn't like they had to stay on the same team. Like in the beginning, it wasn't teams, and once it got teams, people were shuffling. Like remember the teams were like always switching.
Well, yeah, it was like you had to be with someone different every single time in the beginning.
So I'm looking at it like maybe just maybe you get to the finals, but you like say I'm trying to think about the Yeremi or Cedric, or he gets to the end and like, but Michaela loses next. But you get what I'm saying? I don't know.
Um, I know. I think just because TJ had said these are your teams till the end. Like I know that there's the whole defect thing, and you can go in and try to, steal a partner. But it made it seem as though you're going to be in a partner till the end. And so, like, I definitely still think there's going to be. Yeah, like there might just be a split with your partner or not twist, but I think that you'll be
I'm
with them
not
till the
either
end.
way. I'm not mad at it. I'm like enjoying the season, So I was just thinking in the question.
And you think like that would mean that also the partners in the final would be switching up?
I would, yeah, I would just think they would reward a two-person winner, like is how sometimes it's not just one winner, and they were like, all right, we're gonna have this season is gonna be a guy winner and a girl winner, and there's no more partners in the finals. And if there's three teams that make the finals, let's say Justin wins and Nani doesn't, and Sydney wins. It's just partners, but the partners made it. You get what I'm saying? But this is just hypothetical, or I'm asking a question because realistically, and during this season, they shuffled so many times, and there was times that was there ever a time they did in any individual challenges? Yeah,
Individual was just in because it would be a girls' day or a guys' day, right?
yeah,
So it would be when they went down into the eliminations.
yeah, and
But
they did have one person because I remember Olivia, she was going in a couple times in the beginning of the season, just winning by herself.
yeah, but I think that there's going to be a male and female winner. It doesn't make
Yeah,
sense that
I
it was
do.
threats and new threats if it wasn't going to be male and female winner. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't see them really. They might do a section of it, but I think that you're still going to win with your partner.
Either
That's
way,
what,
I,
that's
I,
what
I if so, I think the team to beat. I don't know if we're like you're asking me questions right now, but like just like my head watching this episode, I think the team to beat obviously is Cedric and Michaela because
yeah, they're
Cedric
strong.
Cedric is a good player. Just watching him last episode when he doesn't even play Yeremi that close. Yeremi think he's closer than
Hmm.
what he really is to Cedric. But Cedric, I think that's gonna be his downfall. But realistically, I think that he's a good competitor. He's smart, and everyone's looking at him as number two behind Turbo. Like they think Turbo's the best, and then not even Cedric. I don't think that people thinking about Cedric. So, and Michaela, she's good too. She's smart. Everyone knows Michaela. So,
Icon here says the challenge really does real solos in the season and the finals, but if they do, it needs to be one boy, one girl winner, but a solo winner only if the comps are equal on an equal playing field. Yeah, like I would really be upset if it was one single winner.
yeah, I would hate for one single winner as well. I feel like it definitely should be a guy and a girl winner this season. I don't know if it's going to be the same partners. Like if you and I were on the same team going into the finals and then we both win together, then obviously, yes, we win it. But if I beat all the guys and you beat all the girls and we are not on teams, then we both should be coming. You get what I'm saying? We both should get first
Yeah,
place.
I just don't know if they're going to make everybody run the end single when most of the game part of it has been as a partner. And because
Mhm.
TJ said, this is your partner till the end of the game.
Yeah. Well, and if we're gonna keep it partners, I think, like I said, like that's why I think the best
Yeah,
team,
I do
like I
think
because I
Michaela.
can't even judge up which player is the best player in the best spot anymore because like if and like because I'm trying to break it up like that now. Like everyone's looking at Turbo's and Sydney team because they are a strong team, but Turbo did win before it as well. You get what I'm saying? It's just like that season when Jordan ran with the other people from the other countries and he won still. He won
But
with
yeah,
that
but that
girl.
was a team challenge though. Like War
Yeah,
of the
but
Worlds 2,
yeah,
right?
but
Are we
yeah,
talking about War
yeah,
of the Worlds 2?
yep. I'm
Oh
talking
wait,
about
no,
Ward.
wait. Was Turbo in that one? Wait, that was CTD Rogan. Was Turbo in that one?
I don't think Turbo. I think Turbo. No, I
Oh
don't
no,
think
he got
Turbo
kicked out at the beginning of World of Worlds 2.
for being about to
Oh,
fight
World of
Jordan.
Worlds 1 is what you're talking about when they were in partners and then they did something weird. They made everybody get new partners and then they separated them. I just don't think that they're separating them this time. Cuz like that's how they were able to get Turbo and then Theo. It was only a solo winner and that was just Turbo 750,000, and then Wes was third, and Dee was fourth. No, Dee, is that her name?
No, it
Not,
was
not Dee. Sorry. Oh my god,
Ninja.
Ninja. Yeah, okay, yeah, but it got eliminated. War of the Worlds, yeah, won. Yeah, so I see what you're saying. You're thinking that it might be that format. I just feel like they have been emphasizing that they're keeping the teams, but and because of the season being a rookie or a new threat and a threat, I feel like a new threat needs to win the game, as well as I think that it's the combination of it for the whole season of the title.
That makes sense.
So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And with War of the Worlds, it makes it easier for you to be solo because like it's like who's gonna be, you know,
the best in the world.
The best in the world, right? But this is like vets and new threats. It's like both of them. So I feel like one of each has to be a winner. But I mean, they could do whatever the fuck they want, right?
Exactly.
So what do you think about Nani and Will making out in the gym and her like whispering sweet nothings in his ears?
Sorry.
That's okay. We love dogs.
Honey, it's Halloween, so now
getting excited. People are starting to knock on the doors. It's so early.
So I'll stop her for a second. But no, I love the fact that Nani is just being comfortable again in a challenge house. I do want to say that. But that being said, she has to realize now that the new fan base is just gonna like try to tear her apart for every little thing that she does. But that's always been Nani. So I do love that, but I hate the fact that, you know, people just want to like people like Aneesa, like when like Nani brought up that Aneesa, you know, told, you know, what's the girl name? Her ex?
Casey?
Casey, yeah, she took. So I'm like, it isn't about Casey anymore. It's Nani's season, it's Nani's story, and I do love that Nani is playing like Nani again. You know, she's being herself. She's being like cringe. Exactly. It is cringe watching Nani do that. But I think that, like I said, when you get in the house, you get comfortable in front of the cameras, and then she was just in the weight room alone with the dude she's been sleeping with. So they're just like pillow talking, but they're not in the bedroom.
I don't mind it at all. Like I do love seeing just Nani feel like having fun, having a good time. I found when she was at Casey, she like the life was just sucked right out of her. Debu here is saying I cringe watching Nani since we all know that Aneesa bangs him. Did you know this? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did hear that on a podcast that Nani was on with Bananas.
Yeah.
So and I'm like, and that's the thing. Like it's like the new fan base, they hear it, and do you think like, why would? And it's not even the fan base that told it told her. It was Aneesa that told her. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah, I think Aneesa's response was like, "Oh, I thought that she already knew," and it's like, you knew that she hadn't told her yet. Like you hadn't even left the country. So, Luciana here says Nani after the couch, being Casey, is the best Nani for me. Yes, I'm enjoying after couch Nani. We see Nani and Aviv talking about Leroy leaving. Obviously, Nani is really upset. They've been friends since their season of the Real World Las Vegas. Did you see their original season?
Not their original season of Real World, but I seen their original season on the challenge. I started watching the Real World when Corey came, but then I like.
Oh my god, that's like season like 18. Like
I know, but the thing is,
it's such a bad season. Explosions.
Exactly, it was terrible. But I did start watching it. I'm saying that was the first season I watched live. I started to watch them after.
Go back.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely need to watch Paris. Did you watch CT's original season?
Yes, he used to walk around all the time. He used to like Paris was his home. That was his Boston.
But you definitely need to see both Real World Las Vegas because they're both very good.
Who's the second? Is it
the original one Zach? Was like Trishelle, and oh my gosh, Alton and Ireland, and anyways, it was the original one was I would say a really good season of the Real World, and then Nani season was they go back to Las Vegas, so they were the second season. Look, both of them were good.
The Real World was real reality TV as well. Like that was Jersey Shore. That was everything. That was the first. So everyone, you can't sleep on the Real World.
I mean, I was a Road Rules girly, but I was
Oh
watching all
my
these.
goodness, road rules. I hated the road rules and that RV. I
I
couldn't.
loved
I'm
it.
like, yo, I can't watch. But I loved when they had them all come on the road rules versus the real worlds
Yeah.
and on challenge
That's how
show.
it started. But so when that happened, when it was like real world versus road rules, I was always like, road rules are all soft. They just stay in a house. Like the real world, the road rules crew, like they had to compete. They had to live in an RV. They had to like. So
Yeah.
I was always a team road rules.
See, but you guys had challenges. Road rules people had challenges. The real worlds, they were just people from different parts of the world finally
Coming
meeting and then they're
together.
like hooking up, getting jobs. They wasn't doing challenges at all.
I
And it was
know.
that but it was just like people who are athletic and entertaining. And I'm like, but I enjoyed the real world way more. I don't know how we got to this. I like them both real. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I enjoyed the cast, the characters from the real roles, but I didn't watch it.
So like my origin story, my dad was watching um Abe's season of Road Rules, and he's like, there's this guy on this RV fighting with everybody, like you gotta watch this show. And so I started watching it
Wow.
way back in the day, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. So then I went to the library and I rented all the previous seasons of Road Rules and Real World on VHS tapes. So that is dedication to this
That is
franchise.
dedication. That
And
is
the fact
dedication.
that MTV is going off the air at the end of this year is crazy. Did you hear that?
I heard that they canceled Ridiculousness. I didn't hear
Yeah.
that they canceled going off the air MTV alone.
Well, unless somebody was like conflating both stories. Like I know that Ridiculous is happening, and as far as I heard, that there's going to be no more MTV at the end of 2025. But maybe they're just saying because there's no other programming. But that's what I've heard, which is crazy. And that Bananas is hoping that people will watch the season if it's going to be airing on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Will you be
So
watching still?
I love the challenge. If the fun fact about me, this is how I got into reality TV. My love, I always watch the challenge. I love the challenge. I used to make
Mm-hmm.
challenge recaps, but it would just suck on the Paramount Plus because not every well, realistically, I think they should have been went over to a streaming site, maybe HBO Max or Hulu or something where they can still be their unfiltered self. But I do
Mm-hmm.
think Paramount is so like, TV, like you can't say this is censored. And if it is uncensored and they get to act wild, like the All-Star seasons, it's gonna be like not televised at all. You just have to have Paramount Plus, and then people are going to be watching it at different times, leaking it at different times. I mean, but that's what that's the day and age we're in nowadays too. So you got to keep in mind, like, who watches real TV besides the challenge or it's basketball or baseball or basketball, like literal sports. That's the only time you watch real TV.
Well, I do have cable, so I do watch real TV. So I watch, it's still mostly reality shows. So I watch Survivor and Amazing Race. I do watch those on TV, and all the Bravo shows I do still watch on TV, like as
But
they air.
though, but look, I watch TV too. Same as you, I have cable. But those shows you can watch on a streaming site.
Yeah, you can.
And MTV, they're not even on a streaming site. You get what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
got to download Xfinity app or another app. You get what I'm saying? Or but if you have Paramount Plus, so the challenge should have probably been on there because a lot of these players now are going on the challenge. Just like they used to have Real World and Road Rules, they used to be on MTV. So we used to just live on MTV. I used to watch Aria the One because I knew those casts would get on the challenge.
Absolutely.
So you wanted to know the origin. But now everyone watches CBS shows, and these CBS players are getting on the challenge, like whole new network. So that's why they should have been did something together.
Yeah, I mean, like I think they had something going when they had USA, but they mucked it up. I don't know why. Like, I thought it was a good concept to try to like get the CBS players in front of the MTV audience, but they seem to mess that up. I don't know why they took it off the air and like why it couldn't be better, but
Yeah.
They suck sometimes. We do see Turbo talking to Sydney. She's a bit upset. She's homesick. I don't know. But he's being her psychologist. And like I said when I was in costume, that when she is sad, she is to think of Turbo. How do you think of Turbo as a psychologist here? Do you think he's would be successful?
I don't think Turbo would be a great psychologist. Just sorry, Turbo, if that's what you're thinking about getting into. I'm pretty sure you can do it. You can do anything. But me, I wouldn't go to Turbo as a psychologist.
There's been a lot of talks about Turbo being a really controlling partner. I haven't really been seeing it on the show. And even some of the examples that Bananas has been giving, like, oh, like he wasn't allowed to go talk on the phone and this and that. What do you think about the discourse of Turbo being a controlling partner and Sydney being kind of scared to do anything without his approval?
I don't think that's true. Like, honestly, like Sydney's character, like, so from someone who watched Sydney every time she was on TV, it's been this way, so she's cocky and she is athletic, and so she believes in herself and she speaks highly of herself,
Mm-hmm.
but she surrounds herself with players who are similar to that. But when she feels like she's not competing to her best, she's just gonna, like, be
Get down.
Purple Kelly. But at the end of the day, she is partnered with Turbo, and Turbo is the target because he's won before, and he is the guy to beat, and Sydney is good, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like she's just feeling like down on herself because she isn't coming first. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Ken said Sydney said Turbo wouldn't let her call her boyfriend. I think it'd be more like, don't call your boyfriend because you're not going to keep your head in the game. But I don't know.
Didn't know that. I didn't know
But
that.
I don't think it's like doesn't stopping her, because she did call him anyways. And I think her boyfriend even said, like, she called me all the time. But yeah, I think it was more so like if she's getting depressed, to keep her head in the game, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't talk to your boyfriend right now. Like, just last 2 extra weeks, because talking to your family might take you out of the game and make you like softer.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with Turbo on that stance. Like, me personally, like, so I don't know. Like, I would say I wouldn't have tried to stop her. 1000% I wouldn't, because who am I? Like, I would
Mm-hmm.
if I'm out of the game, like I'm checked out, of course you're going to want to go to your comfortable blanket and just reach out to your loved ones at home. But once you do that, that means you're already gave up in the game. So he's basically saying, like, look, you're still in the game. You're comfortable here. You have everything that you need at home. Nothing's happened to them at home. The production hasn't came in and told you something's happened. So don't tell them bad things are happening, because if you speak bad will happen. So just keep this headspace, bad or good, in this game, because only people that really understands really are the challengers, because they're in that house right now. So a lot of us, we podcasters and viewers, we all watch and judge, but we're watching an edited version of the show. So I get it. Like, I remember the discourse back in the day when Aviv came back, and everyone was saying Aviv was like, messing around with guys, and again, when she was married, I remember seeing comments like that, and I'm like, maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. But at the end of the day, like, because if Aviv was my wife and she was in there doing footsies with Johnny Bananas, I would have been pissed about that, me personally.
Now,
But
okay, I have to just, in her defense, they're really close friends. So a girl that I went to high school with, that I used to be pretty close to, like, back in the day, she lives in Florida in the same area as all them. So she's become very close with Aviv. She trains at the Rumble gym with Bananas and all that. And so they're kind of a pretty close family. So I think her husband also even is part of this training group. So I don't think that he's going to be threatened by Bananas personally, just from what I've seen. Like, I've even seen on like social media about like them posting all the time, and they're always actually together. It just didn't seem sexual to me, the whole footsie.
no, I obviously,
are you a foot guy? Is you a foot fetish? Is that why?
No, I'm not. This is hilarious. No, I'm just saying, like, if you're my wife, this guy constantly kissing on you, he's playing with your feet. They're like, I know he's doing that to other girls too. He was doing it with Laurel and all the other girls as well. And I couldn't have been too mad, because like, this was in your life before me. But at the end of the day, it's like, that would have made me feel like, yo, come on now. Like, now if I gotta get on a TV show and be like, Vince, I'm not doing anything. I'm just, I know we're doing all this other stuff, dancing around, but I ain't doing shit. Now, you get what I'm saying? So it's like,
So okay, is he vincing or not vincing? That is the question.
That's what Aviv. That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I look
yeah.
at it. Yeah, so
I mean, I can understand that it could be considered crossing a line. I just don't find bananas to be sexually threatening in their relationship. But
remember
I
that
get it.
remember I think a couple weeks ago I put in your comments and said this is why I think Bananas and Aneesa is the same person to their friends, because I do think Bananas would take that offer of sleeping with Aviv or any of his girlfriends, just like Aneesa would. And she was like best friends with Will, or she hated Will, and then she sleep with Will, just like Nani says. And I'm like, that sucked because you're cool with Nani. But how many times that Bananas try to mess with like Nani, like he messed with these girls. You get what I'm saying? He used to date these girls.
So you think that him playing footsies is him trying to?
Yes, I
All
do.
right.
Come on.
I mean, he's a Cancer like you, so like maybe his style of like getting with the girls.
My name Wes. I ain't in this mess. That's the motto I live by now. I'm trying to be out of it. How about that? Bananas. Shit, I ain't want no smoke. Huh?
Leo and Jake are chatting. They're besties. Leo's acknowledging like, hey, like my alliance and like they're not working together. And it kind of annoys me that Jake keeps on pressing Leo, being like, you got to be your own man. You got to make your own decision. It's like, well, we're just not on the same page. If I make a decision to go against my partner, like, how does that benefit Leo in the game? It doesn't at all, especially since his partner has more numbers and the numbers are not on the same side as Jake. Like, Jake, why don't you defect and why don't you come over to us?
Literally.
Like what's
you want to make a big move? Aneesa's already one flip-flopping always anyway. You might as well just be like, which side you want to be on this week, Aneesa? Because I'm your partner and we have a number over there. Let's just go over there and let's be the bottom on that side. They would definitely take us to the end because we can't win and they're going to beat us. So we'll be their number.
Exactly. So anyways, Jake's annoying me. He has too many confessionals and like I hate what he has to say personally. Get to the daily. It's called Rune Race. Basically, there's like these different symbols that they kind of have to memorize, and then they have to use these symbols to figure out the numbers to solve a code or an equation. Then they have to go get their puzzle pieces underwater. How would you do with this type of challenge? No,
I wouldn't have been great at it. I'm sorry. That would have been hard as hell because I don't know, that board alone just gave me anxiety. It was like so many different symbols. So I'd have been like, I would have just looked at you as my partner. I'm like, you got this one. I'll go underwater for us.
Yeah, I'd get it for us.
I can help you with the math as well, but just that, I would have been like, everything looks the same now.
I'm with Willie though. I don't love the cold water portion of it.
Yeah, see, I'm down for whatever water wise. Like I'll swim, I'll do water challenges or whatever. But it's just that board, I would have froze. I know me. I've taken exams, placement tests, and even when you see the time at the corner, I just would like stare at the time for about 10 minutes. I'm like, oh God, I gotta hurry up.
Oh, hi Chappelle. Yo, woo woo woo, Chappelle.
Happy Halloween. You missed us. We was all charactered out.
I was. Hold on, Chappelle. I had this on. Chappelle, guess who I was? Hold
on. Please don't sing the song.
I'm going to sing a little bit of the song. Don't play with a girl's heart. She only has one. Play with her boobs. She's got two. Monday, tongue day, Tuesday, wet day, freak day, sex day. Every day is National Orgasm Day. Are you coming?
Yo.
Is Chappelle still here?
Yeah, he comment laughing my ass off.
So I don't know what I have for you though tonight. So just since we're all here at the end of this podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern, I will go live with Chappelle to talk about the next episode 6 of Flavor of Love season 2. Don't spoil anything because I haven't finished watching the episode because I have to record my reaction.
Oh
says
my.
Chappelle. So I'm going to do that right after this. So if you want to join us at 4 p.m. Eastern to talk about that episode, it should be a fun time. Now, Chappelle, are we dressing up? I can't remember. What does he say? Joanne, you must not have been here in the beginning.
Yeah, you missed it. You missed it. This is scary. This is crazy.
There we go. We got an encore performance there. Wait, we can? Like, what? We're dressing up? What are we gonna do? Okay. I don't know. Can I be Turbo again? I'll see if I can figure something out. But
be New York.
That's what I was thinking, but I'm like, how could I be New York? Just be Beyonce. Like, that's all I have to say. Beyonce. You look more like Luther Vandross. Like, that's all I got. But maybe we'll figure it out. Okay, back to the challenge. No more encores. No, there's no reboot at Taboo. I'd never seen the originals.
When you started saying that, I just like stayed quiet. I'm like, I didn't know that. I thought you guys were just rewatching.
I've never seen it.
That's so crazy that you never seen Flavor of Love.
Right? It was on VH1. We didn't have that station in Canada. Back then, like, I wasn't going to be hunting for shows. Like, I don't know. Like, I was living in Montreal.
Is this the season with what girls are
season 2 is going to be Buck Wild, Bucky.
Okay. I know. All right, I know. All right, you good. I don't know it through I don't remember it as fresh as you guys because you were clearly watching it, but I remember the winners for both seasons. So
yeah, so it's not a reboot, Ikana. It's just the original season that I had never seen before. So it's new to me. Okay,
let me guess, y'all watching Tequila Tequila next? Or
I've seen Tequila Tequila because that came on MTV. So Tequila Tequila and Tequila Tequila Double Shot of Love I have seen back in the day. Because yeah, I was easy to find, but I did not have VH1. All right, so yeah, this challenge, Cedric and Michaela were in the water first. Turbo's really worried about getting cold, so I was also worried about the fact that, oh my God, like, are they going to throw them in because of the fact that, you know, he's cold, he's sick, and so I was worried about him keep on saying how cold he was and he doesn't want to get sick. I was like, ooh. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I do think though the challenge by this show being on for so long, they should protect the players a little bit better. Like, especially with them knowing that the water is going to be cold, they should make them wear like life suits. You know those skin tight suits.
Yeah.
If they know they're going to do water challenges, don't just put on bathing suits that you're going to be cold the whole time. You really have to put on those surfer suits. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Wetsuits. Yeah. Because I'm like, yo, you can get real hypothermia like this. Like, and a lot of these challengers don't want to leave, so they're just sitting in the water, like Ashley and Leo. They just sat there shivering the whole time.
So Ashley uses the wrong rune. So she's frustrated that she's supposed to be in charge of the math part, but she looked at the F1, but it wasn't the F1 with like the little tail on it. So that was probably your nightmare, Jay West.
Yes, I would have been like, we would have been in order. I would have been kept going under for her. I would have been no help at all. I'd have been just like Leo this episode.
Nani and Justin though are out of the water first with their puzzle pieces, so they were being methodical. They were making sure that they did it right the first time, so they didn't have to go back and forth into the water, which I think was smart. Olivia doesn't seem to know how to subtract. She's like, "What do you do when you have a 0 and you had to subtract?" I'm like, "This is grade."
You just keep going.
Like, anyways, I was surprised that she didn't know how to subtract a 0. Like, so I'm not trying to, belittle,
shader,
but
trust me, I'm trying to get into an apprentice school for electrician. If anybody out there trying to help me with some math, I
There's
used
some
to be.
good math TikToks. I mean, I really love
Yeah,
math.
send me
So
that. Send me
I
those.
watched all these math TikToks, and like there's ones that like really teach you how to do very complicated algebra.
Yeah,
And it's
I need
I
it.
mean, I find it really fun because it's like a puzzle to me, and I love a
Yeah.
puzzle. And
I
so
need it. I need it because like I used to love math. I even used to have an award in high school in math. So I know it's gonna be a good refresher, but I used to see videos like of people finding new, easier ways to get the answer. And I'm like I said, I'm one of those people. I'm doing a test and I see the time, I'm gonna just stare at the time for a while and be like,
no, I'm too competitive. I'd be like, I need to get done first.
and that's my problem too. If I'm in a test center with you and you get done first and then I start seeing people get up, now I'm guessing. I'm just trying to hurry up and finish
Oh,
my
because you want to
exam.
finish.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I don't, I'm because I'm a competitor too. So I want to hurry up, but I know now I'm just skip the answers than when I knew I could have just got it right. It's my
Yeah.
test. I shouldn't even be worried about you.
Yeah, those team good at math. Yay!
Send me those
I love
TikToks.
math. Yeah, no, I will. There's some of them are so good. And they teach you like a little tricks that I never learned in school. Like there's some tricks how to multiply like large double digit numbers or any like doing the squares and stuff like that. Like it's and being able to find the square of any number, and like it's very, very good. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna
okay,
need
it's
it.
a
I'm gonna
great
need
tip.
that because that's what I've been practicing lately. But I do math kind of like Theo. I just round everything. So if any number like 80 or like 60 or whatever, any like math, everything past 6, you round up, and then I'm like doing like 70. I'm just
Yeah.
doing a whole
And then you
number.
minus the other part or whatever.
Exactly. That's how I
Yeah.
do math.
Yeah. And so like that's what I could see that's what he was doing, and then he just kind of messed up, like fixing it like to be the appropriate number. But in the end, Michaela and Cedric are able to get their puzzle. So the puzzle that they were doing is like a 3D puzzle where they had to put like a weird, like kind of Tetris style pieces into different shape holes. And yeah, Michaela and Cedric were able to get in front of Nani and Justin, who came in second place. Theo and Adrienne were in third still. Turbo and Sydney came in fourth, even though he was freezing cold. Aviv and Yeremi fifth, and Ashley can't not release all the pieces. I don't know what they were doing wrong. They were just standing there. I don't know why that was caught, what they're having trouble with. They had a couple pieces. I don't know why everybody else could get their pieces out and not them, but they couldn't do anything. Aneesa and Jake came in before them. Olivia and Will, seventh place, and that means Leo and Ashley are going straight into elimination. Theo prayed for this, and it worked. He got his wishes. I'm surprised that that it worked.
Yeah. I'm honestly like it's like those terrible benefits that happen for a good thing. It happened good for Theo because, you know, everything worked in his favor. He said we need to just win, but we can't come in last. We need all our numbers because it will be 3 versus 3, and it worked perfectly. That psychic might be famous
Oh my
now.
god!
Like
I mean, like,
that
I
that
don't
might be the
know.
same. That might be the same person that said other players you're going to get on the show, and they get on the show.
I know. Well, I mean, I love psychics, for sure, and like, I kind of want to know who his psychic is now. I want to go
Exactly.
and
Did you hear? I don't know how big you are into other shows like Survivor, but did you hear that Kinsey, she got on Survivor by just going to her psychic? She lived on below. She lives on top. Well, she used to live on top of a psychic, and she went downstairs during the pandemic to go get some toilet paper because she said she was a hoarder in it, and she was like watching Survivor, and then the psychic said, "You're going to play the show and win it someday," and she ended up winning that season, the next season.
huh?
So I'm
I
like,
mean, I never heard this story, but like, I believe
well,
it.
she said that. She said that in her like pre Mike Bloom thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't listen to all the parade interviews. I mean, I love it. My grandmother was a medium, so I've been around psychic mediums my whole life, and
That's
so
fire.
I love a psychic. So I might want to investigate and go and see these people. Okay, so Ashley and Nani are kind of talking, are letting. Well, Nani's letting Ashley know who he's going to be going against. Oh no, sorry, it's before the nominations, whatever. It's going to be Theo and or Turbo are going to be the two people that Ashley's likely going to have to go against here. And Ashley's like, I'll go against either of them. We don't want to go against Turbo in a final anyway, so it's better for her to take them out now, which is true.
Right.
Why does Aneesa think that this is karma? All the
I think she think it's karma because they've been going back and forth earlier in the season. Like, remember Ashley and Aneesa was going back and forth with each other, and she was like, who does Aneesa think she is? She's not gonna beat nobody. She's not gonna beat none of these new threats. And then Aneesa was like, she stood her ground. Well, she didn't stand her ground. She was hiding and listening. But then she came in and was like, basically saying like, you couldn't do this if you had the same body as me. You wouldn't even be as comfortable. And now look at her. Aneesa's outperformed Ashley, despite us not liking Aneesa. She's been doing better than her competition wise in puzzles, and she has a weaker partner. Both of their partners are close friends. They're close friends. Like Jake and Theo, they're boys, but they are on the same level competition wise. So it should be up to the two vet ladies. And Aneesa is doing better than Millionaire Mitchell. And I love Ashley. And my question about this part that you're talking about, when did Ashley and Nani get this close? Like Nani saying that's her best friend. I'm like, God, I didn't know Ashley was.
I think it's this season, and I
Oh,
think it's
wow.
also since she hasn't been with Casey. Like she's been able to hang out instead of like when she was with Casey, they would just be lying up in a room together and just like only being the two of them. I think now like they do get along. They've been on several seasons together. They like each other. They find each other funny. And so I think this season has allowed them to get a lot closer because she doesn't have a girlfriend that's kind of keeping her away from being her social self. That's my thoughts about it anyways.
Yeah, because now it's maybe because Nani she politicking, and she was like, you know what, who's gonna understand me more than anyone? The lady herself, the politicking lady herself.
100%. Sydney's talking to Turbo. She's being her usual confident, overconfident self. Turbo is worried that, she's speaking too loudly, that people might overhear her. And he tells her that she should be humble, but then give them the middle finger later. What do you think of his advice? And do you think that Sydney is being too loud, too cocky all the time?
One, no, I don't think she's being too loud, too cocky.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Because if she was, they would have been showing that. We haven't seen that.
Yeah.
But I do think she is probably like a cocky player. Like when people come to her with like advice or questioning on like, who do you think we should, or what's your mindset? And she probably like, I don't give a damn. Da, 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 da. I'm better than these girls anyway. That's probably how she is. But she shouldn't have to change. She shouldn't have. No one should have to change to be anyone's partner. But I think Turbo is the type of player who just analyze. Yo, you see who they're cheering for? No one's cheering for us to come in last. I mean, to come in. They want us to lose because everyone looking at us is. So now he's analyzing like everything. He's like, look, we're the team to beat now. Because but I do think that Sid is cocky for a rookie. But sorry, she wants to go outside again.
Okay.
No, but look, I do think Sydney is a little cocky, but I don't think she should change.
No, I don't mind her being too cocky at all. I think Turbo is just like knows that people are going to be coming for them anyways, and so like don't give them extra ammunition. Hello,
It's Roger.
hi Roger. How you doing, Roger? You just want to be on camera?
Yeah, and Honey over there. So
Roger and Honey.
HR.
So they get to the club scene and we see a package for Leo and his family talking about wanting to win the challenge and do well. And I was like, uh-oh, we're seeing the family package. That means that it's a wrap. He's probably going to be done. You thought the same thing?
Yeah. Everyone knows this. Like when you start showing us family home stories and everything like that, that means it's pretty much. Thank you. It means it's pretty much over. That's all she wrote. Roger.
She wrote. Oh my God, showstopper over here. Everybody loves Roger.
Yeah, that's like Rogers. Would you be my neighbor? That's his name, Mr. Roger.
Roger. So Leo is talking to the opposition basically, and he's not really giving them anything because they're like, give us a name. Who do you want us to throw it? And like, he's not falling for that trap, which I think is funny. Olivia does say in her confessional, like, oh, like I need to teach a rookie a thing or two. Like, but like, no, he's actually doing the right thing. He shouldn't really be giving you any ammunition to be like, well, Leo says that we should go after this person, So I think Leo's doing the right thing, and Olivia's just irritated that he's not giving her anything. Adrienne is talking game with Yeremi and Aviv separately, and she thinks she's doing like some big thing, but really she's just making herself look sus. What do you think about Adrienne deciding to talk game with Aviv and Yeremi and basically just threatening them? Basically,
Honestly, I don't, like I said, I think it's just her time to feel like she probably looking at it like, look, Theo, everything you're doing, they just hate you. Maybe I need to do it. That's probably what she's thinking from her perspective. But everyone knows the game now, and she's a rookie, so it's to the point, honey, it's hard. It's to the point where she just like over it. She's tired of going into elimination.
it's not working on Yeremi or on Aviv. They both are just like, okay, this is all a Hail Mary. This is all. Do we get to meet Honey now too? No.
Sure, if you want to.
Maybe she just wants some camera time.
Ugh.
Heavier. Oh, hello.
Hello, honey. She's
Hi,
the mean
honey.
one. I know. Sorry.
That's okay.
yeah.
We love pets here. We're a pet-friendly pod.
Well, thanks.
So the next day, we see Turbo is under the weather, is feeling kind of sick. And then we see Aviv talking to Sydney about Adrienne threatening her and threatening them and saying that they need to do this. And, so yes, it's a bit of a Hail Mary. She's feeling that she's not doing anything. But is there something better she could have maybe proposed to them than being like, oh, vote for Yeremi and Aviv or else?
Yeah, I think the plan is always to blame Aneesa, right? That's what the strategy should be. So you should come to Aviv and Anani. Them first off, Aviv, she's someone who is going to check everyone, right? She not check everyone, but she's gonna make sure she get the right answers.
Mhm.
So I think Adrienne, she should have just lied. She should have said, like, Aneesa told me that, blame Aneesa. She like, Aneesa told me that you guys are getting the vote and Nani is flipping.
Mhm.
And it's because, and then just go that route. But then don't say too much like you can be our bottom. But I do think that team should have flipped. Aviv's team should have flipped, maybe because
To do
like
what? I personally think that they all should have just gone for Aneesa and Jake.
and Jake, I mean, that wouldn't have been
Just
bad.
like all of it. Nobody
Honey.
would have cared. Like if they had to go against them in elimination, no boohoo, doesn't matter. Like, and I wouldn't be surprised if Nani and Justin started with Aneesa and Jake and everybody started following suit. I wouldn't be surprised if some of Aneesa's numbers decide to like, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just go with that.
And I don't see why people don't think like that neither. Like, it's maybe because like when people come back and win from an elimination, you get that high, you get that, and you get too cocky, and then people really want to humble the winners. And I do think that sucks, and you forget about the people who you should go after, or the easier people who you could beat. And I always say these eliminations, anyone could lose. Like, we've watched CT, one of the Mount Rushmores of the challenge, go into eliminations plenty of times and lose his first time going into eliminations. But it's plenty of times he's going to the end of the season without seeing the elimination, and he's won that season. So I always say, test it. You got to throw everybody into elimination because this is the challenge. People always say you got to earn your stripes. You got to earn your stripes. But you ain't play with me that season. That's how I look at it. Like, yeah, you are a vet, Bananas. Yes, you are a vet. And all these legendary players are legends, but
They haven't been
you
tested
still
necessarily this season.
every season you can't just get a cakewalk to the end just because of your name. You get what I'm saying? So
Of course. I really wish though that so what Theo's doing instead, he's deciding that he's going to tell Nani that he's going to have to choose between Aviv and Turbo, and that's what he's going to do. And so we see him then teasing Sydney about like, oh, maybe like we're going to be saving you guys, and like, ooh, and so I'm like, oh gosh, Theo, like, what mess are you going to cause here?
Yeah, and I like, again, I think that no one wants to hear it from Theo, but I think that if someone else would have said it, maybe it would have worked. Right? Like, I do think, like, if Michaela, like, let's say hypothetically, Nani and Justin, they won this daily, right? So now they're the ones that's safe. And now the people who are up for grabs is still is everyone that's still up for grabs, but it's just swapped. And no one's going to look to throw in Michaela and Cedric. So they're automatically going to look at Turbo and Sydney. Or so I would have said, like, look, Turbo and Sydney, maybe they would have thought about this, but you can think like, look, Turbo is a lone wolf in here.
The messenger can't come from Theo, especially if it's about Turbo. Like Turbo's like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
And
I do think
and
though
Nani
there's
can't
a
advocate.
there
She
is a
wouldn't be able to
possibility
advocate if she was the
though.
winner.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that there would have been an opportunity if Theo had maybe talked to Nani before the nomination and be like, hey, can we maybe make a compromise? Maybe can we do something different? Like, I don't want you to have to choose between two of your friends. The way that he did it was threatening and kind of made her try to target her emotions in the moment instead of her maybe considering like, well, do you know what, like, you're right, I do not want to have to choose between those two people, so maybe let me think of if there's somebody else that maybe we can put in instead, and she might have come around to a different decision. But how he is strong arming her, I just don't think is the right way to appeal to Nani.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think
you're
he would
right.
have gotten what his way. Maybe not for it to be Yeremi and Aviv, but it might have been able to be Aneesa and Jake. Like, I don't think he cares that much about them.
Yeah, but that's his numbers. He need his numbers. He can't get none of his numbers to get votes. So that's why he's trying to convince the other
There's
side.
no way she was going to do her number, but she might have made a decision to make it not him.
So all right, let me ask. Like if I'm Theo right here and you're Nani, I'm saying, Nani, you know my number one, and it's Olivia. And who's your number one now?
Hers is probably Turbo.
So all right, let's say Turbo's off the table. And you and I, to earn trust right here, right now, you have to burn a bridge from your side. And because it's a high, because you guys already have the numbers.
That doesn't make any sense, though. There's no way that she's going to go and burn her own numbers because Theo is threatening her. I think that she would be like, hey, I agree with you. I do not want to make that decision. Okay, I will spare you, but instead I will put in Aneesa. And that would have been a fair compromise because the number situation would still break down 3-3. There's absolutely no way that he is going to get her to turn on her numbers in any sort of circumstance. But he could have maybe not be the one that's going to be facing the tie. That's what I think. It just doesn't make any sense for her to burn her own number to make an ally with Theo, who's not been working with her this whole game. It just makes zero sense.
I agree. Like it's hard for anyone to take advice from Theo and
But
Adrienne.
why would she go against her people to save him?
But that's why Theo made the prayer that he did, because he needed his numbers. He didn't need any of his numbers to be last.
No matter what, though, if Theo was off the table, Theo and Adrienne are not the ones that Nani was going to vote for because he came to her before the nomination, and she instead goes for, well, and doesn't even do Olivia, does Aneesa and Jake.
Mm-hmm.
There's still the Jason Jake is going to be the vote now, and it's not going to be Theo and Olivia and Theo and Adrienne. And I think that is a big win because they haven't lost any more than they would have lost before. And so
right.
I just think that would have been the smartest play for him, because she's not going to go against her friends, the people that she's been working together with this entire time, to go and save Theo's alliance that's not been helping her at all, and could give two shits about whether or not she and Justin are in the final with them. So yeah,
I mean, you're right, but the only thing I would have said is, like, look, your side is the side that's winning dailies consistently. My side isn't winning anything. So you want some teams from my side to go to the end with you. Now is the time. It isn't, but that's the pitch. Now is the time, because it's 3-3. You get what I'm saying? Look, you don't want to go to the end with Aviv and Yeremi or Cedric and Michaela.
But that's not what he pitched. He pitched that
I know that.
He doesn't want to go and choose, like, put her best friends against each other in this situation. That's what his pitch was. Right. So, like, maybe if he pitched, like, hey, like, at this point you can't go against certain people in the end, it still doesn't take away the fact that he used her
leverage, like he's trying to strong armor, like you said.
Yeah. And so if he wanted to get that outcome, it wouldn't have been possible, but I think that he would have, no matter what, kind of like what Chiana here is saying, has said something before the votes. Because like at that moment, like he's just being an asshole, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Aviv does talk to Aneesa, and Aneesa was so sus in this conversation. I was like, Aviv, like you realize that she's not your friend. Like she doesn't care about you. She will know what's going on. That they're going to be using you as a scapegoat potentially. And yeah, Aneesa was sus.
Yeah.
Like
No, Aneesa is sus. That's the end of it. Yeah.
Boom. All right, we get to the nominations. Theo makes his plea. Nani is pissed, rightfully so. I would have been furious at Theo for doing that. Like, so angry. And I love when she's like, "How about we vote Aneesa and Jake?" I'm like, "Yes, do it, Nani. Actually, just do it. Just vote Aneesa and Jake." And just so Theo's antics just like really, really got the wrong outcome, and he would have been safe, right?
Yeah.
She's also like, well, we could vote in your girl if you want. I was like, yes, vote in Olivia. Who cares? Like, I know Will is keeping that team safe, but like that would have been funny. Like Theo is making this big plea, and then like it backfires completely. So we get to the vote, and there's basically it's one more chance to change the vote because it's going to be 3-3-3. 3-3 happens. It's split down the middle. TJ is like, want to change it? Nobody's changing the vote. So it's come to a coin flip. Heads is going to be for Theo and Adrienne. Tails is going to be for Turbo and Sydney. And it ends on tails. So Tuber and Cindy is going in. Adrienne in her confessional is laughing. Aneesa says it's karma arriving. It's going to be Turbo and Cindy versus Ashley and Leo. I rolled my eyes hard. I just don't want Aneesa to be able to like get a win here. Like, it was just like, ugh.
Aneesa is not going to beat Nani. Let's just put that out there. I mean, I'm praying that Aneesa doesn't beat Nani, but that I have to agree with Aneesa. Seriously, that's karma for Ashley. Like, look, like Aneesa.
I heard though that Aneesa said some kind of low blow things about Ashley that were not shown, and that Ashley came back with some low blow things, but Aneesa was the one that's kind of started the low blowness of their fight, but they just didn't really show all of it in the light. They just mostly made Ashley look worse, but Aneesa also looked equally as bad.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you. I mean, I don't take it past Aneesa seriously, but I do, I do have to go based off of the edit, and we did see Aneesa eavesdrop first, so that triggered her. She like looking at it like, damn, I like a lot of these new threats, and then you in here painting me in a bad light to a lot of these new threats, and not to mention. Ashley, you and we was joking earlier in the season, and I said something about your accent. And then this episode right now, you and I are talking about, Nani said the same thing to Aneesa. Nani said the same thing to Ashley that Aneesa said. Your country voice is not even that
No,
bad.
she's like, I'm gonna miss your country voice. So,
yeah, but Aneesa said something similar.
She said something about like her getting drunk and like being country or something like that. So I do believe that Aneesa's version similar, but also was a little bit more in a negative tone.
Right.
And they're not friends.
Right.
Right?
No,
like
you're right.
It's kind of like your black friends can maybe say the N-word around you, but your white friends can't. Like, I think it's that kind of
I get what you're saying.
Situation,
I look at it like this. Like, I'm gonna go to body shaming. Like if I'm a heavy set guy and I hate being heavy set, but now I know for a fact I go into these rooms, I'm like, oh, I'm the fat guy, and then everyone just laughing at me calling myself fat. Then it's gonna get to the point everyone's like, oh, Jay West the fat guy. And it's because I kept saying it to everyone, giving them the green light to say it. So how about shut it down early? Don't say that at all. And if they say it in the beginning, then shut it off, but
I mean, it's just the fact that they're not friends.
Yeah,
your friends can get away with saying a lot of things to you that you might find funny. That somebody that's you're not cool with, it just can't get away with. So
no, right, you're right.
It's just that she doesn't like her, so you can't make fun of my accent. Like
exactly.
It's just sorry.
I agree with you.
You don't get that.
I love Ashley. I love Ashley.
Me too. I'm a big fan. Way more than Aneesa. Aneesa sucked. All right, we see Team Olivia celebrating, obviously. Then Turbo walks through. Olivia thinks that Turbo's crying. And everybody's just like, Turbo's not crying. He's just sick.
He's just sick.
Has allergies or whatever. Nani then goes and tells Ashley and Leo about the fact that they're going to be going against Turbo. It was a coin flip. They couldn't do anything about it. Ashley was okay with this. She's like, okay, we're just have to, we're going to go down the stand and just come back out. And so she was still pretty positive. She wasn't scared about that. I felt bad for Nani because Nani does pull Turbo for a talk, and Theo for a talk about the fact that like she didn't like the position that he put her in, and she was crying, like she was upset about this, and Theo was feeling bad that she made her cry. Well, you're gonna feel bad about making her cry, then don't do shitty things like that, Theo. Like such a jerk. So then after now, Nani does go and talks to Turbo, and she's still crying about the fact that she feels like a bad friend, that she knows that Turbo would have done anything to prevent Nani from being in that situation. I actually teared up at this part. Did you tear up?
Yeah, I did feel bad for her, but honestly, like that's Nani's game, like she's going like at that deliberation, she looked at Turbo and Turbo said, vote Theo. Like, and she listened to Turbo right there. And then it's like, yeah, I'd have been like Turbo, she felt bad. I felt bad for her. Like I did feel bad, honestly, because I love Nani. But it's like, it gets to a point where you gotta keep thinking about it. Like, Nani, you've been in this show probably longer than everyone besides Aneesa, and you know that this is just a game. Like, people are going to throw in numbers or throw in your friend eventually. And you should want to win one season at least, Nani. Like, come on now. And like, this is no blood on your hands. Turbo said it, and then Turbo, he took you out one season. It wasn't on purpose. They were partners. You get what I'm saying?
And well, then they separated them, and
then he tied her up super tight. I'm like, Turbo, stop it! Don't you love me? Don't make it so tight. Follow the sword for me. That's what I'm. But I'm just joking. But realistically, I'm like, I don't know. I did feel bad for her, but realistically, like I thought she started to cry because she realized that Theo was right. That's what I thought she started to cry.
I thought she started to cry because
Theo,
she felt like a bad friend.
Yeah, she did feel like a bad friend because she realized, like, damn, Theo, maybe I should have voted in Aviv because me and Turbo would have, both been saved. Crap. That's what because she was the only one talking, and he was just looking at her like, it would have been you saving your best friend.
And that's my point, is that like if Theo had talked to her beforehand, she might have come around and maybe had a different idea as to a way to be able to save her, both of her friends. And so, but in the moment, causing the blow up, and then Turbo being like, just do it, like vote Theo, like he didn't care, like she just went that way. But now she's thinking like, oh, maybe I should have made a different decision after the fact. And so, yeah, it could be that like maybe Theo was right, but like how Theo handled it was just not going to be the right way in the moment for Nani to do what he wanted. And so,
can I say, like, I think Alive, like, so because I tried this before, trying to sway people live.
No, you need the groundwork.
It doesn't work, yes, but it always looked at as fear too. Like, people looking at it like, oh, why are you saying it like that? Or you get what I'm saying? It's like, first off, it's either me or nobody else. So I'm giving you guys the better perspective. But if I gave you a conversation at a calmer head earlier, all y'all gonna do is just break down what I said with the people who I want to go in.
Yeah, with. but so his tactic was to strong arm her, to put her in an emotional state in the moment, to hope that he could rattle her enough to do what she wants. And
so what's wrong with that from a person who's been in 3 times in a row?
It doesn't. I'm not saying it's what's wrong with it. I'm saying it's not going to fucking work.
It isn't.
I'm not going to buy that. Doesn't fuck you. Like, so, no matter what you were going to do, say to me in this moment, I'm not going to fucking go for it. Even if it is for my best benefit, it's not going to work. And so if he wanted it to work, in my opinion, he'd have to go and talk to her beforehand. But if, like, everybody here is saying, like, oh my God, like, Theo's the best for doing this. Oh my God, his back has been up against the wall. He's a social strategist. He's amazing. Like, well, if he was amazing, it would have worked in his favor, not just being left to a coin flip. And so, like, yeah, it was entertaining. Yeah, his back is against the wall and he's trying anything that he could. But if he tried it better, he would have gotten the immediate result that he wanted and not waited on chance. In my opinion.
I know, but I do think the coin flip was the second best option. Seriously.
Yeah, of course.
That's,
Like,
because
chance is great in that situation.
Because he already had it in his mind that it was either him going into elimination
Or
already.
chance.
Yeah. So the only other option was coin toss, or you guys listen to me live when I sway you or strong arm you. That's the only way. Because if I tell you,
but you know what though, I think that he was actually just trying to make Nani feel like shit, because like I don't think that he actually knew that it was believed that it was actually going to work. I think that he was just being a dick, and like that he was trying to make her, put her in a situation where she felt bad, and I don't think that he actually believed that it was going to work. I think he was just being a jerk. And
yeah,
so
I agree. And
so
he was.
He ended up getting his way. Great for him. But I don't think that he because he's been put in a bad situation, that he needs to be fully praised for kind of using somebody's emotions against them in that way. I just think it's kind of shitty, and I just don't. I wouldn't appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, I'd be fucking pissed if I was Nani. I'd be like, "Fuck you, Theo."
Yeah,
right,
but that's why I love Nani too, because she couldn't hold it in no more. She like, Theo, can I talk to you? That's what she was like, yo, Theo, fuck this. Can I talk to you in front of everybody?
Mm-hmm. And I think it's to make him not get away with the fact that he put her in a position where like he was being a fucking asshole, and that she didn't appreciate it, and then he could see what the repercussion of his get out of the comments, Jay West. I can see you there. Icona says, Theo didn't plan this out well. The fact that he got his way, even with the coin flip, was so rubbish. I hate luck-based things like this. Yeah, I mean, I personally hate luck-based things like this. I wish that there was another way to solve the tie.
What happened to people switching partners? That was a way.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, defecting? You thought that they should have defected?
There's options. There's so many ways. But Theo, look, you got to keep in mind, Adrienne tried to speak to them before.
Adrienne? Okay, I can't. No, I can't. No.
Let me cook for 1 second. Adrienne and Theo are partners. Who is going to advocate for them? Aneesa? No. Jake, maybe. Jake is talking to Theo already, but Theo or Leo is going into elimination. So that's his only olive branch to the other side. So Will is talking to Nani. You get what I'm saying? You got to think about who's going to be the one that's going to talk to the other side for us, because no one's going to listen to me at all.
Okay, but it could be the precedent that Theo has set with how he's been dealing with the other side. He's just been antagonistic. He's not been like friendly enemies. You know what I mean? Like it's been line.
I'm not being nice. I'm not like if you throw me into
don't be nice and don't fucking expect a result if you're not going to play. Oh my god!
I'm coming back walking like this. I'm coming back walking like this.
I mean, great. Come back walking like this. That luck was on your side. Like, It's great. It's great.
Wild West Wednesday. Coin toss every Wednesday.
Like, oh my god. If you won, I'd have been so fucking pissed. Anyways, get to the eliminations. They're playing Wake Me Up. They had some the girls were in a harness. The guys are going to be running back and forth. They're going to be grabbing these little cannonballs. And the cannonballs are going to be placed in like some contraption. It's going to be raising their partner, who's going to be grabbing puzzle pieces as they are raised in this harness. And so basically they're running back and forth. The Turbo, we know, is tired. Theo is 22. Turbo is 37. So there's definitely 15 years age difference.
And he was sick.
Exactly. And so they're running back and forth. And Ashley's looking at the puzzle pieces and she's like realizing, oh my God, I can solve it. And I'm seeing that she's solving it wrong because there's 13 in the middle. And then she's saying, oh, we have to make 21 or something. I can't even remember what she said. I'm like, that's not how you solve these puzzles.
Was her puzzle different from Sydney's?
One was 13 and the other one was 11.
11,
Sydney, yeah. It was so very similar. And so we see even Aneesa kind of trying to help out Leo and Ashley a little bit, but then she stops.
I hate Aneesa. I hate her.
Well, she's like, well, it's gonna be better for me if Leo and Ashley come back, they're gonna be better, easier to beat than Turbo and Sydney. I'm just like, of course they are.
Just don't say nothing. Just don't speak this time.
Icona says, I know I haven't seen Chantele debate this hard. Make Weston permanent host now. No, because like he's Team Chaos, and
yes.
I like strategy.
West.
You're so messy. I remember I think I recapped one of your episodes of Sequester, and I think I was equally pissed at you of something you did. I don't remember, but I definitely have been pissed at your antics before my lifetime.
So again, from a person who lived in like an environment where like I feel like I'm in a good relationship with everyone because I'm pretty down to earth. A lot of people do like me, but I look at it like some of the games that I played, I look at it like a whole week of like, that's the game I played. It was a week. So I'm looking at it like it's a work week. So now I'm bored at this point. And if I'm bored, now I want to play the game. I want to like blow up. Like it's entertainment. And then the prize money isn't life-changing. So yeah, I'm going to be a legend. I'm going to be Wild West. I'm going to make a move. And that's how I'm looking
I
at
would do. I hate that
you
type
play,
of
you will play. Like
I would be trying to get you out for sure. Out of
here. That's what Sydney said. Sydney was like, a lot of these players aren't playing to win. They're playing to get to the next episode. And I'm like, what they doing clocking it?
I'm actually fine with Sydney. But hold on. I kind of says Aneesa can't even beat a mile. How dare should she say Ashley is easier to beat when she's the challenge champ? That's true. That's true. That's true. I was really disappointed with Ashley because I think that the puzzle was really, really easy. Mm-hmm. It was like not even a high number. Like it was just very simple. You had to make the sides equal 13. She just couldn't do it. And
could the players had switched? Like, could Sydney be the one running and Turbo be the one staying?
I'm not sure. They didn't make that clear.
Because I was just curious, but because they both end up helping on the puzzle, so.
Yeah, in the beginning, you see Ashley coming down and she started helping with the puzzle. I really, really hoped that she was going to get it. Not that I want Turbo and Sydney to go, but I wanted Ashley to get that win for Nani, for her, for Leo. Like I did want to see them come back. But unfortunately, she's just never seen that puzzle before. And it's crazy that they didn't really tell them how to solve it.
Right. I mean, if I'm being honest, I had a hard time solving it. I paused it like 3 times and I was trying to like break it down, but I'm like, I kept like getting this side wrong. Like, I'm like, you know what? I need my partner. Where are you?
So that is it. Ashley is wrong. She's doing it wrong, and that means she's going to be losing. That means Turbo and Sydney are here for the win. They're coming back into the house. So who is your MVP then for this episode, Theo?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It has to be Theo, but like he's still annoying.
Yeah, he is. But like, if you don't want to give it to Theo, I understand.
No, there's nobody else to give it to in the male department for sure.
In the male department for sure, exactly.
And then Adrienne, I don't think Adrienne.
So what are we basing this episode off of? Seriously,
I'll give it to Theo, but I don't know if I can give it to Adrienne.
She put in work too. All right, like.
How are you doing, Matthew? Are you okay?
No, I'm sorry. I know that's his girl.
Okay, so you Adrienne?
All right, so no Adrienne, obviously, but she.
If you can convince me, but
Adrienne stepped out of her comfort zone. Let's give her that.
Okay, and tried something that didn't work.
Exactly, but it kind of did. Well, it didn't. It didn't work at all. So. I don't know. Yeah, just Adrienne.
What about Nani for getting into a fight with like Turbo, just standing her ground, or sorry, with Theo for standing her ground there,
and voting with, and it didn't work. Like you can say the same thing as.
But she did win the daily.
She did win. She came in second.
Oh, well, yeah, right. She's first to vote. Sorry. That's what I mean. Oh, would have been Michaela. No, she kind of stayed out of this episode.
Yeah. You could, I hate to say this, but you could probably give it to Will.
No, we just need another girl. A girl.
Oh, girl.
Girl
Okay,
or
a girl.
nobody.
Not Michaela.
See, like,
not
I don't think that
Aviv,
Adrienne.
not Olivia.
we're fourth daily. Okay. Is this Rodney person like a friend of yours? Because he's no friend of mine.
Nah, I don't know who Ronnie is.
He's all about you.
Who's Ronnie? Thank you for. I haven't been reading the comments that much. I'm sorry.
Get Amanda next season for Ashley. I've been how many seasons now without the duo? Yeah, I would love to have the duo together for sure. No, she didn't win the daily. She was second, but she did have a fight and she did have a makeout.
Yep, we love to see it. We love to see a makeout.
She was part of the entertainment, even though I'm pissed at Theo. She was on the other side of that entertaining bits.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did like if I'm thinking about it honestly, like if I'm like a person with feelings, taking myself out of the game. Yes, Theo was an asshole. You know, I hated it seriously. But you know.
You understood where he was coming from because
exactly.
you probably asked
like,
similarly if you were in that situation.
Like when you like everyone said like remember that one season the girl Megan Fox girl Maddie, remember Maddie?
Oh yeah.
Remember she said this is the biggest high I ever had was winning an elimination. Like I never had that. No one had that. But when you go down there and beat someone, and then the house threw you in there. Theo had that 3 times. So it's like, fuck being nice. I don't care no more. I got to be an asshole. I'm strong arming everybody. I'm swaying people. I'm a strong arm everybody. I don't care. Like, that's how you got to play at this point. And I don't have nothing to lose. Y'all going to throw me in for the 4th time. Like, seriously. And I had a good relationship with Theo earlier in the season. Theo was, with Turbo earlier in the season because it was the time this season Turbo said that was his number 1 guy. So it was like I was friends with everybody until I was the person you guys wanted to throw in with America because I was hurt. So it was like, fuck this. I'm not going out like that. I'm fighting. And if I lose, you guys are just gonna go after my girl anyway. So
but then don't expect them to do what you want. Like, you know, if you're just saying that he's only doing it just for the entertaining portion of it all.
I don't think it's all entertainment though. It's like swinging at the like win basically. It's like whatever, but like honestly it was terrible because like you think about it like, all right, Theo, you burning all your bridges basically is what you're saying. Like you can't expect these people to work with you at this point. But when is a time for like maybe if he wins the next daily, let's think about it all the way through. This episode ends with who lost? Ashley and what's her name lost, right? And now we go back next week. Maybe let's hypothetically think Theo and what's her name wins the daily. So now they don't even have a community target to throw in. So I would think about throwing in Aneesa if she isn't last place.
I'm not sure like how I'm like maybe if I was in Theo's position I would react the same way, but I just have never been a fan of just like being kind of so nasty to somebody that you're trying to get something from. And so if
I agree,
it's a valid way to approach people that you want to do what you want to do, okay, fine, because of the position that he's in. But I personally don't like when somebody uses like my emotions and my friendships in the way that he did in this public setting to try to get what you want. I just think it's just kind of shitty, smarmy, and unkind.
So that's the same thing though. Leroy did to that other girl this season.
To Aneesa?
No, it was that other girl. From UK. She was the spy from
Izzy.
Yeah. Remember
how did he I don't remember what went down.
Well, he kind of like finessed her to say her own friend in front of everyone in a deliberation, and then he was like, "No, you say the name." Remember,
were they partners at the time?
They were partners at the time, yes. But she was like, "No, it's just crappy because I love Olivia. Like, I don't want to throw in my friend." And she started to cry. because she was like, it's crappy because you just put me on the front in front of everyone, and I don't want to do that. Like, this is my that's my friend, and it's the same thing as Olivia, the
Yeah.
same thing as like Nani, but Nani
Maybe it's
again,
the vibrato. Maybe it's because Theo's been irritating me. Like maybe it's a combination. But how he did it, I didn't like it. Didn't feel good to me.
yeah, it sucked, but it's like, yeah, it sucked.
Okay, so I guess the only MVP is going to be Theo here because we couldn't think of anybody else. And that's it. Do you have anything else to say today?
No, thank you for having me always. First and foremost, I'm always thankful for you to have me. First off, guys, be nice, please. I don't even know anyone in here. I'm just thankful that she had me. And seriously, I'm not that guy. I'm just a troll, just like you guys. I would have been in here talking trash as well, but never in a mean way. So I just want you to know that I don't know anyone. I'm just Jay West, Messy West, whatever you want to call me. It's Halloween.
Messy, always
Messy
messy. Do you have anything going on that you want to have the people, subscribe to, share? Have anything happening?
At this point, I'm just trying to lock in. I'm trying to find my way back on the screen, just like you said last time I was on here. I just been thinking about it, maybe it's time. I've been working out. I've been getting strong. I'm pretty smart.
Oh, okay. We're gonna see you on like Squid Game 4, season 3,
no,
the 3.
no, I can't do a Squid Game show. It's too many people, and I got main character energy, and in my head.
Oh, you'd be like, what's that guy's name?
What's
that guy's name? Did you see in season 1 that was like kind of had your vibrato?
Please don't say that dude that was dating, who's an asshole. No, I'm not like that Brendan dude, whatever. Yo, no, I'm bye. How about that? I'm
What's
leaving.
his name? Bryden?
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I am not him at all. No way at all. That's your eyes. You're like, yeah, you are, Jay West. I mean, you can be
I will I'm gonna get it. I'm just behind. I think they're gonna do the exit interviews because they asked if I wanted to do them again. So I will be catching up on that shortly. But this has just been a crazy week.
I really, really, really want to watch the Traders Canada. I don't know how to watch it, where to watch it. So
I think his name was Braden. Or
Bryden.
I think.
It wasn't me. Not me. I'm no bully.
Y'all see Cara on some competition show? Yeah, she's on 99 to Beat. I saw her on there. Tommy from Big Brother is also on there. Yeah.
Sandra was on there as well.
She was on 99 to Beat?
Yeah. I didn't watch it, but I've seen.
Oh, was she out in the beginning? Because we started on episode 2.
I haven't watched it at all.
Oh, I haven't seen her.
I seen pictures online with Sandra and with a bunch of the cast, Tommy, Cara. It was a bunch of different people, but I haven't watched that show either. So the new shows that I watch that no one talks about really is I haven't heard anyone talk about is Anonymous and Snake.
Yeah, I've seen Anonymous.
Yeah,
I've watched both.
Yeah.
They're
so
old.
Other than that, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're old, but I'm saying they're the 2 new reality shows. Other than that, everyone watches the same old, Survivor, Big Brother, Challenge, Amazing Race, the whole song and dance, The Mole, The Circle. But those 2 were new, and I gave it a try, and they were pretty good. I love the Anonymous theme. I wish they can come back with another season for that.
Mm-hmm. You know that one? Oh,
I love Nina. I love Nina.
Menace in that. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I'd be like, get out, already. Fish! Get out, blue fish!
I'll be the pie. Who's that pie? Who's that
get
pie?
out that pie! Get the pie out of here!
I don't know who it is.
Ronnie wants to know if you're on X.
Yes, I am on X, but I haven't tweeted in a while. So I mean, I've tweet on Wednesdays. Shit, I mean it's Wild West Wednesdays. I tweet about the shows, the challenge. Same @name J_West31.
Cool. Well, thanks for being here, Wes. I know it's Halloween, and so you have parties to go to.
Yep, I might be going to the Sixers game.
Oh,
it's the play-in tournament. Yeah, the play-in tournament started today, so
I'm gonna be watching the Jays. Hopefully, we take the World Series in 6. Yay!
Yeah, I'm cheering for Toronto.
Yay! Good luck. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, and thanks, Joanne, for putting Jay West's Twitter into